him. Them Cowboys balling 3-0 with Russ. I mean, it just comes out of, he can't even help it. I'm like, hide it from the people. I'm with you. But you and I
Jeff,
both,
the roller coaster is going up right now. Let me enjoy it. It's going up.
In Rush We Trust on his T-shirt underneath that suit, guaranteed. My man is feeling the love. And Kellen Moore does deserve credit. Listen, Stephen Jones deserves credit. Jerry Jones. They have put together a very good roster. To be able to win with your backup quarterback is phenomenal. There is not a controversy, but here's the deal. You saw Russell Wilson rush himself back with his thumb, same injury, and he talked about how it affected him. You don't want to be the reason to take the momentum from your team. So if you are Dak Prescott, again, you trust in who you are as a quarterback. He knows he's the best quarterback on the Cowboys roster, but when you're healthy, you're the best. And right now, Cooper Rush is maintaining the ability to win games. And by the way, he's playing really well in the latter part of games. When he has to make a couple plays, he's making them, but he's not being asked to make that many. I respect what he's doing, but if you're Dak Prescott, you don't want to come squash what's already going for your football team, so just get that thing healthy.
I got to call a timeout. Okay? I have one issue, and I have a bone to pick with everybody.
I know.
So yesterday I sat here and I listened to how Dan Quinn is responsible for all of the success. And now I'm listening to how Kellen Moore and Stephen Jones are responsible for all the success of the Cowboys. And if they were 0-4 right now, we'd be firing Mike McCarthy. Why does Mike McCarthy get no credit when they win, and we'd be firing him if they lost? I'm going to say this right now. They've won 3 straight games with a backup quarterback. Mike McCarthy is the coach of the year this minute in the NFL. Show me a king.
I mean, I was with you and you went too far. You were like, we were going, then you jumped off a cliff.
Your boy Greeny's high. That's where he jumped into.
Show me a team that has overcome more adversity than losing your starting quarterback week 1 and being sitting there 3-1.
I told you last year that the greatest thing that happened to the Cowboys in the offseason is that Dan Quinn and Kellen Moore stayed in the building. And that has proved true because the people installing that offense and running that defense, by the way, the best defense in the NFL, or turning the ball over, doing all the things to help win, is doing it.
I just want to make sure I'm clear on something. If they lose, it's all McCarthy's fault. And if they win, he gets none of the credit.
I criticized Kellen Moore last year.
I'm with you. Mike McCarthy deserves some credit. The tough part about giving him credit is some people go too far and say Coach of the Year. And also, I don't know exactly what to give him credit for. Because we have to acknowledge that the offense and defense, so like steadying the ship is a good thing. It feels very much like the Jimmy Garoppolo conversation where it's like, he out there when they winning, but we also do not want to like say Jimmy Garoppolo for MVP.
Dan, make some sense here.
Yeah, I don't get me started on Garoppolo, but I was just with Kellerman in the radio. It's way too much. Look. Yes, McCarthy's job is to sort of be the overseer, establish the culture, maintain order when things are falling apart. They've done it. So, yes, credit to Mike McCarthy. Coach of the Year? No, I don't think he's Coach of the Year in his own division. I'm not sure he's top 2 Coach of the Year in his own division right now through 4 games. But I think the key thing to understand about the Cowboys is they've built a good roster, right? They're winning without their starting quarterback. They're winning without their starting left tackle, right? I mean, they're banged up all over the place, but they have the depth to fill in. Cooper Rush is of their program. He's been around there. He's doing exactly what they need him to do. And this is an organizational accomplishment so far, and McCarthy is part of that.
Every person that I have on this show, which is like every person at ESPN, told me they were dead. They were done when Dak went down.
I did say that.
And here they are. We'll tell you why the D in Big D now stands for deliberate. And then Tampa Tom talks and sounds the alarm. Are his Bucks too broken for even him to put back together? Those are the questions. We've got all the answers as we get up with you starting right now on a rainy Tuesday in New York. Delighted you are here. Graziano's here. Neek is hungry. We'll explain why. Saturday's got lots to cook, and we got a big man who's in need of security, or he's going to hand it out. Marcus Spears, the big swagoo, ready as well as we begin with Monday Night Football. Last night, game of the night. In this battle between the teams that met for the NFC Championship last year, Matthew Stafford, Jimmy Garoppolo in Santa Clara. First quarter, Niners down 3-0, 1st and 10. Neek, where's the defense?
On the sideline. Aaron Donald was out this play, and you can tell he went right where he used to be, 6 points.
Wilson, 32 yards for the score. And then, how about this play, Jeff, Saturday?
Jimmy G just delivering, baby. Put the ball in the perfect spot. Devo snatches out of the air and then goes for all Jimmy G. Give the man some credit.
51 yards of yak for Debo, 14-6. Jerry Rice loves it. You know, they always said Jerry had eyes in the back of his head. Oh. And maybe that's why he's got the glasses there. Under a minute to go. Stafford trying to answer back, but he was sacked, Jeff, 7 times last night.
Listen, relentless pressure. Again, 49ers, 40% pressure rate rushing forward. They blitzed last night and got home 4 times.
Fourth quarter, 14-9 San Francisco. Garoppolo, Kittle, touchdown to put it away, or is it Neek? Look at the toes.
It's a great pass by Garoppolo. I expect Kittle to be able to get these feet in because he's outstanding, but nope, not this time.
Just that close, but they kick a field goal, 17-9. Later in the quarter, Rams looking to respond, but hold on. That's Talanoa Hufanga, and he's going back the other way.
Yeah, they're anticipation. That play is all about anticipation. The Rams were afraid to drop back, so they threw a lot of screens. So Hufanga was excited about the opportunity to get him 6.
Pressure sack. Yeah. Stafford's just getting that thing out of his hand as fast as you can. Jump on it, go make it happen.
Niners up 24-9, so in theory it's a 2-score game, so Stafford is still out there late, and he gets the arm hit, and that's all she wrote. Again, Stafford sacked 7 times. Garoppolo throws for 239, and the Niners get revenge from the NFC Championship game last year. 24-9 the final, and so both these teams at 2-2. And if you look at Stafford's Rams, of course the defending Super Bowl champions, and the 2 losses they've had, both in standalone night games against the Bills and the Niners, Stafford has really struggled. Just the 1 touchdown, the 5 turnovers, 14 sacks. The only quarterback who's been sacked more in losses this year is Carson Wentz, and that's come in 3 defeats. So the Rams are struggling a bit on the offensive side. And so I asked the question this morning, when we have the defending Super Bowl champs to watch last night, are the Rams in trouble, Jeff Saturday?
Absolutely, they're in trouble. And listen, the offensive line is the main cause of their trouble. When you think about a team who can't protect Matthew Stafford, who again is a pocket passer, not a guy who's going to move around. When he's on a certain spot and you can't protect him against big time defenses, you're in trouble. Again, 7 sacks, 17 times pressured. They were all over him. And what happens? The pick you saw late, because you feel the pressure, you anticipate it, start to make bad decisions. This team is in trouble.
Marcus Spears, are the Rams in trouble?
Absolutely. One-dimensional as well. You think about how many times, I think Cooper Kupp got targeted 20 times last night.
Ooh.
Now, I know Cooper Kupp is phenomenal. Like, nobody on this set, nobody in the world is going to look at Cooper Kupp and say you don't need to get the guy the ball as much as you can. But I'm disappointed in Sean McVay. Like, you look at, you think about what Jeff just said, and what do you do to compensate for bad offensive line? Usually you lean into the run game and you try to spread the ball around. You can still throw the ball quick. You just don't throw it to Cooper Kupp every damn time. They need to figure out who else can help this offense from an explosive standpoint moving forward. If not, you're going to see the same problems every time you play against a formidable front.
Well, they don't have anybody to help them because, like, decisions have consequences, and nothing in life is free. And they decided last year and the years prior to that they're going to go all in. And when you go all in the future, you reduce your margin of error. So yeah, they need to find somebody to make these plays, but that guy ain't there. They went for Allen Robinson, and he is not able to get open like OBJ was last year. But yeah, this is kind of the result of the F them pick strategy. And I don't think that they have any regrets because they got a Super Bowl out of it. But this year, their margin of error is so slim because they don't have the capital to pursue other players.
Hey, Graziano, you've made that point repeatedly, and then it comes to the quarterback. It's his job now to elevate what he does have around him, and at least right now, Stafford, I'm not sure his arm is ready for him to do that.
I think his arm is okay. I don't think Matthew Stafford's the kind of quarterback that elevates the group around him, right? I mean, those 2 buckets we talk about, the quarterbacks you win because of and quarterbacks you can win with, he pretty clearly falls into the second one, and the situation around him right now is not good.